We have discussed here the concept that can be related to stability factor, stability factor that can be related to fundamental concept of basic electronics or fundamental of electronics. Now, what is the meaning of stability factor? First of all, it is denoted by S. It is denoted by S. Now, now, what is the meaning of S? With respect to leakage current, what is the change that can be present in the collector current? What is the change that can be present in the collector current that can be denoted by stability factor S? That can be denoted by stability factor S. That can be denoted by stability factor S, which is known as 1 upon S. So S equal to DIC divided by DICO. So what is the meaning of DIC? Change in leakage current. Change in leakage current divided by change with respect to collector current. Collector leakage current. Leakage current, which is known as stability factor S, which is known as stability factor S. Which is known as stability factor S. Now, similar for the rate of change of, what is the definition? Rate of change of collector current with respect to with respect to with respect to rate of change of rate of change of collector leakage current collector leakage current at constant base current and beta. So it is known as stability factor. It is known as stability factor S. It is known as stability factor S. Now, I would like to derive the general expression. I would like to derive the general expression of stability factor S. I would like to derive the general expression for stability factor S. So write the first equation, IC equal to beta time IB plus 1 plus beta ICO. Now differentiation, this is the first equation, give the equation number first here. Now apply the concept of differentiation. Apply differentiation of equation 1 with respect to IC. With respect to IC. So here we can get DIC by DIC, which is equal to beta time DIB by DIC plus 1 plus beta DICO divided by DIC. So here it can be cancelled with each other. So here next term 1 equal to beta DIB by DIC plus 1 plus beta DICO divided by DIC. So 1 minus beta DIB by DIC, which is equal to 1 plus beta divided by S. So S equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta DIB upon DIC. So it is the equation that can be related to stability factor S. Equation that can be related to stability factor S. Now uh, there are the various types of biasing method. Biasing means what? Biasing means to locate Q point at the center of DC load line for the purpose of amplification. For the purpose of amplification. So there are the four types of method. First method, it is known as fixed bias method. Second, it is known as collector to base bias method. Third method, which is known as emitter bias. And fourth method, which is known as voltage divider bias. out of which out of which today we have discussed here the fixed bias technique. Fixed bias means what? Fixed bias means what? Simple common emitter configuration of transistor. Simple common emitter configuration of transistor that can be converted into single battery. Two terminal of transistor that can be converted into single battery. See this. Now, see this is VCC, this is RC, IC current that can be flow in the circuit. Here it is known as RB register. Here VBB. These two battery that can be converted into single battery due to this negative voltage. That's why plus VCC. Here we can say RC register. Here I have sketched the transistor. Here I have connected with ground. And here I have connected the RB register, which is known as current IB. Here current that can be flow IC. Now, if temperature is changed, then ICO change. ICO means what? Leakage current. If leakage current change, then collector current change. If collector current change, then ICRC change. So here we can say due to this Q point is shift. Q point is shift due to that particular reason. Why? Because temperature is changed, then minority charge carrier gets sufficient amount of energy. That's why leakage current is increased. Leakage current is increased, then collector current is increased. Collector current is increased, then ICRC is changed. So Q point is shift. Basically Q point is shift. That's why biasing is required. And this circuit, which is known as fixed bias. This circuit, which is known as fixed bias technique. Now, due to this Q point shift, in this particular circuit, there is no extra additional circuit that can be connected in such a way that A is equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 minus beta dIB by DIC. What is the meaning of dIB by DIC? What is the change in the base value with respect to collector current? Here it is not any type of additional circuit. Here it is not any type of additional circuit that can be connected in the system. That's why dIB by DIC not change significantly. So we can say dIB by DIC which is equal to 0. So stability factor S plus 1, which is known as highest stability factor. Now, if stability factor is high, then Q point is not located at center of load line. So it is known as complete explanation related to fixed bias technique. You have to just sketch the diagram. You have to write the formula, this particular table, and write this formula stability factor S. Basically 3-mark question. So stability factor S is very high for fixed bias. For which bias? Fixed bias. So it is the complete explanation that can be related to fixed bias. Thank you. Thank you.